Reports are stating that goalkeeper Sam Johnston could become Antonio Conte's first signing as the new Tottenham Hotspur head coach. Reports are also stating that West Ham and Spurs are in for centre-back Nikola Milenković. Arsenal and Tottenham are looking at Dusan Vlahović, but they would have to pay €80 million for his services. Another report is stating that Spurs are again looking at Inter Milan centre-back Milan Škriniar as his contract runs out in 2023. Another report is suggesting that Spurs are now looking at Inter Milan playmaker Brozović, and club legend Darren Anderson has come out and said that Conte will be saying to Kane, "Stay with us, we will win things." Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all keeping well. In less than 8 weeks' time, the January transfer window opens. Because of the appointment of Antonio Conte, there has been so many media reports, lots of rumours published in the last couple of days. I'm going to go through them all in this video. If you don't subscribe to the channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. Let's start the video with a report from the Daily Express, and they are stating that Antonio Conte's first signing at Tottenham may come from the Championship. Antonio Conte will expect early backing from Tottenham Hotspur with the January transfer window looming. Antonio Conte could make West Bromwich Albion goalkeeper Sam Johnston his first signing since becoming Tottenham Hotspur head coach. The ex-Chelsea boss replaced Nuno Espirito Santo on Tuesday, the day after Tottenham sacked him amid a poor start to the season. The report then states, given the challenge ahead, lack of Champions League football and other potential opportunities, for example, Manchester United, Antonio Conte will have demanded assurances before joining Spurs. One of those was likely instant financial backing, which should begin in the upcoming January transfer window. And still on the subject of goalkeeper Sam Johnston, according to Sky Sports, Spurs have now joined Southampton and West Ham United in eyeing the goalkeeper, whose West Bromwich Albion contract expires at the end of this season. If the Baggies look to cash in on Johnston in the new year, Antonio Conte could make him his first acquisition at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Going back to the report from the Daily Express, it says that West Bromwich Albion are third in the Championship. The 28-year-old could be waiting to see if he will be playing Premier League football next season before committing his future. But if a top-flight side approached him in January, he would surely be interested in making the switch. Sam Johnston is an England international and should be included in Gareth Southgate's squad to face Albania and San Marino this month. Despite playing for a Championship club, his stock is still high, and with Hugo Lloris now 34, he could be viewed as the Frenchman's successor. Now, my thoughts on this, and we have been linked with Sam Johnston many times before. Many reports that I've read out in the last couple of months as well have stated that Tottenham Hotspur have sent scouts to watch Johnston play for West Bromwich Albion in the Championship. A good goalkeeper, but what I really want to know is our captain Hugo Lloris staying on for at least another year? Now, his contract is up at Spurs in the summer of 2022, so this should be his last season at the club. In the last couple of months, certainly during international duty, journalists have asked Hugo Lloris, have Tottenham offered you a new contract? Have Tottenham offered you an extension to your contract? And Hugo Lloris has always come back and said no. Does it change things now that Antonio Conte is our manager? I'm hoping so, because when you can see, and we've seen it for many years, Hugo Lloris is an exceptional goalkeeper. He made some fantastic saves at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium against Vitesse Arnhem in the Europa Conference League on Thursday. I would love to see Hugo Lloris stay for at least another year, so I'm hoping that deal does get done. And as I've said on this channel many times, Hugo Lloris has been a great servant to our club, and it would be such a shame if he left the club without a trophy. The thing is, if we don't offer Hugo Lloris another contract or an extended contract for at least next season, Spurs do need to go out and look for a goalkeeper, either a number one or a backup to Golini if we sign Golini on a permanent transfer. Because, of course, that is all depending on the summer, whether we make that deal live and we sign Golini as a permanent transfer because he is currently on loan. So the goalkeeper situation does need to be sorted out pretty quickly. A report has been published by Team Talk, and they are stating that the Italian media have confirmed that West Ham and Tottenham are still on the chase for a standout performer. Spurs and West Ham remain in a packed hunt for a standout Serie A performer who they both considered in the summer. It then states both Spurs and West Ham have been searching for defensive reinforcements. Departures had left the two London clubs light at the back, so they secured the respective signings of Cristian Romero and Kurt Zouma in the most recent window. The two centre-backs have slotted into their starting 11s this season, but there's still a need to find a partner for each of them. And the two Premier League rivals could now both be fighting over the same man to fill the gap in their team. That's because they remain interested in Fiorentina defender Nikola Milenković. Reports in Italy are stating that both clubs, both Tottenham and West Ham, remain attentive and ready to seize the opportunity of him becoming available next summer. Milenković was targeted earlier this year, but ultimately signed a contract extension with his current club. Now, my thoughts on this, and I said this all summer because Tottenham were linked with him all summer, as were West Ham. Neither Premier League club got this deal over the line. Of course, West Ham signed Kurt Zouma, Tottenham signed Cristian Romero, and as that report rightly said, we are now looking for a defensive partner, long-term defensive partner going forward. Is Nikola Milenković the answer? I'm not so sure. He doesn't have Premier League experience. It'd be interesting to see what happens because Antonio Conte, he improves players. So it'd be very interesting, certainly up until the January transfer window, how much can Antonio Conte, how much can he improve some of these current players? Lots of fans, lots of pundits are saying that someone like Davinson Sanchez should now be playing alongside Cristian Romero. That would be an interesting situation. Eric Dyer seems to be favoured at the moment. So an interesting couple of months coming up. Certainly until we get to the January transfer window. I'm not sure whether Tottenham will do much business in the January transfer window because it is always difficult to get deals done. The only players that ever seem to be available in the January transfer window are players that are not really playing at their club, players out of favour, players not in form. So we may have to wait for the summer transfer window to get a real statement signing in for us. Lots of reports have been published in the last couple of days and, of course, all summer as well, linking Tottenham Hotspur to Fiorentina striker Dusan Vlahović. A report has come out from the Metro newspaper in the last 24 hours stating Arsenal are ready to pay €80 million to sign Antonio Conte's number one transfer target in January. Arsenal are ready to inflict the first blow of Antonio Conte's Tottenham reign by paying €80 million to sign the Italian's top transfer target this January. In the same report from the Metro newspaper, it states reports earlier this week claimed that the 52-year-old Conte wants to sign at least two new central defenders, while he is also keen on adding Frank Kessie to the midfield that has lacked steel and energy this season. Speaking about potential targets ahead of Sunday's Premier League game against Everton, Tottenham head coach Antonio Conte said, "Now to tell that we have main targets is not simple. I think the club is the same. Fabio Paratici knows very well in this situation. I think at the moment it's not good or fair to say we want to do this or reach this. At the moment, we have only got to be strong, to work together and think that we need to improve." Further in this report, it states that Antonio Conte is said to be very keen on Fiorentina's Dusan Vlahović, but Spurs have been put off by the Serbia international's €80 million price tag. And according to Sky Italy, the valuation has far deterred Arsenal, who are said to have already met with their Italian counterparts and are keen to strike a deal imminently. Now, my thoughts on this, Dusan Vlahović is one of those players that we were heavily linked with all summer long. And all summer I said that he would be a fantastic signing for Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. He is young, he is very, very versatile. He scores goals left, right and centre. Has a very, very good goal return for Fiorentina in the Serie A league. And, of course, Fabio Paratici will know him very well from his time at Juventus. Would have faced him a number of times. And if this deal can get done, I think that he would fit in very well at Spurs. 80 million euros, though, it might be a little bit much for us to pay. A report has also been published by Sport Witness, who mentioned Dusan Vlahović in their article. It says, list of names agreed with Paratici. Tottenham eyeing raid in January. Defender first in line. Tottenham are eyeing a double raid on Serie A for Milan Škriniar and Dusan Vlahović as they plan to spend big in January. The report states, according to TMW, they are stating that Antonio Conte has drawn up and agreed a list with Director of Football Fabio Paratici to bolster his squad. With Antonio Conte having a list of names agreed with Paratici, the club is ready to make an assault, and the first of their targets is Milan Škriniar, who they were looking at before signing Christian Romero in the summer. His contract at Inter Milan expires in 2023, and there is no sign of a new deal, meaning that the Serie A side will be forced into selling next summer to avoid losing him on a free transfer in 2023. Now, my thoughts on this, the same names are cropping up again and again and again, these transfer windows. Milan Škriniar, as I've said many, many times, he would be a fantastic addition to this Tottenham Hotspur squad. Not only the squad, the starting 11. He seems like a real leader on the pitch. We've seen him at international level as well. A real quality centre-back. It would be absolutely superb. His contract ends at Inter Milan in 2023. Of course, Antonio Conte has worked with him last season, won Serie A together as well. So he is a winner. He is a leader on the pitch. He would be a great signing if Tottenham could get this deal done. A report has been published by the Sun newspaper, and they are stating that Antonio Conte is ready to raid his old club Inter Milan to bring Marcelo Brozović to Tottenham. The midfielder is yet to sign a new contract in Milan and will be available on a free transfer this summer. Manchester United and Newcastle United have both been linked with the move, and the Italian publication Tutto Mercato Web are now claiming that Spurs and PSG are weighing up an offer. Inter Milan are unable to pay Brozović, 28, the £125,000 a week wages he is claimed to be demanding, and Antonio Conte is reportedly keeping an eye on the situation and could make a swoop for his former player. The pair won Serie A together last season after the Italian transformed Brozović into a playmaker just in front of the back four. Moneybags PSG could be another option and would have no problem stumping up his wage demands. Now, my thoughts on this, and this report said exactly what I'm about to say. He transformed Brozović into a playmaker just in front of the back four. Now, this is what I'm saying about in these next couple of months. It's going to be very, very interesting to see what Antonio Conte does with this current squad. Can he transform any of our current players into superstars? Can he transform some of these players into players that play in different positions? It would be very interesting to see, with the formation that Antonio Conte wants to play at Spurs, what can he do with this current squad? Will we sign players in January, or will we wait until the summer transfer window? But interesting times coming up. Tottenham Hotspur legend Darren Anderson has been talking about the Harry Kane situation and new boss Antonio Conte. He said one of the things that Antonio Conte will do is speak to Harry Kane and say, if you stick with me, we will win things. Anderson then went on to say, I think that's a fair comment, so I hope that it is something that is said and Harry Kane takes it on board and stays with Tottenham. And finally, a number of reports have been published in the last couple of days concerning Tottenham Hotspur players. A report out in Italy has stated that Roma boss Jose Mourinho has identified English midfielders Tottenham's Harry Winks and Ruben Loftus-Cheek of Chelsea, who are both 25, as transfer targets. Sky Italy and also the Daily Express have stated that Inter Milan are ready to block former manager and new Tottenham boss Antonio Conte signing any players from them, with the Serie A side's director of football saying, "We won't consider any possible exit in January." Team Talk have stated that Barnsley, Derby, Millwall and Luton are among the clubs interested in signing 20-year-old English midfielder Jack Clarke from Tottenham in January. And DAZN Japan and also Goal in England are stating that Japan defender Takahiro Tomiyasu, 22, said he nearly joined Tottenham before signing for North London rivals Arsenal in the summer.
Thanks Chris, and hello to everybody watching. I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly Spurs prizes that we run on the site. Some of our previous Spurs prizes range from the likes of signed shirts and boots and mounts from players such as Harry Kane, Son Heung-min and Lucas, right through to club legends like Paul Gascoigne and Jurgen Klinsmann. You can watch the live draws on our Facebook page, and you can go on our site and see the previous Spurs winners as well as what prizes we have to offer at www.footballprizes.co.uk.
Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know all of your thoughts and comments in the comment section below on everything I've spoken about in today's video. And also put in the comment section below what positions you think that Tottenham Hotspur need to strengthen and what players that you would like to see in a Spurs shirt in the January transfer window or indeed in the summer transfer window 2022. Enjoy your day. Let's hope that Tottenham can get the result on Sunday against Everton. Come on, you Spurs.